One day after the worst typhoon recorded in close to 50 years, Macau residents are struggling to get back on their feet. A few residents have shared their Typhoon Hato experiences and the aftermath that they are currently dealing with.
Just 24 hours after Typhoon Hato made landfall in Macau, the city is struggling to keep afloat. Water services have still not resumed and people are rushing to find potable water sources, while trash is slowly filling the streets along with all the fallen trees. Local and foreign residents alike have tried to make sense of the crisis that Macau is currently undergoing.
It was really scary. I've been here for a typhoon before and it just kind of seemed like a big thunderstorm, so I wasn't expecting much. So when Signal 10 got raised really fast, I was nervous. I definitely hid in my bathroom for a little bit. I didn't know if windows were gonna break or the door was gonna come in. I wasn't prepared at all. I had no idea what was gonna happen. We don't have any water. We have electricity that came back last night, but we've been without water for almost 24 hours now.
When I went down into the lobby of our building, there were lots of people there trying to find some place to cool off because the air conditioning wasn't working. It was really hot. Pregnant women, babies crying down there. People got trapped in our elevators. You could hear them knocking on there. And then when we lost power, that's when we thought, oh, what do we do now? What's happening? I think more information needs to be provided in different languages, different modes, different ways. One way we were getting information was through Facebook, CEM's Facebook, trying to find out when power was going to be restored.
Meanwhile, a local woman and her family have been put through the ringer along with tens of other residents as residential building La Cité was effectively blown to bits.
Yesterday morning, when it was said to be Signal 3, it was relatively calm. The wind was calm. And then around 9, they said it would be changed to Signal 8. We still weren't worried so much, but then because we're listening to the wind speed, and we got worried when it started getting really strong. We closed all doors in our house and stuck tape in all the windows. When the wind got scarily strong, we hid in our home hallway where it was safest. The wind got even stronger then, and we got really scared. We started feeling like things above us were falling down, and there were really loud noises. And then my husband turned to me and told me that all the windows in our house have blown out. He told us all to run out of the house because the house wasn't safe anymore. So we just ran without a second thought except bringing a phone and went to the building stairs to hide.
Janice and her family followed many other residents who were rushing to the second-floor parking garage for safety after they were told the first floor had flooded. The wind continued to whip the building while residents huddled, and Janice said that in all her years living in Macau, she had never experienced a typhoon of this level.
Our Wi-Fi was down and our phone batteries were almost completely depleted, so we tried talking to the building management company and with residents on different floors who also had their windows blown out. But we never got any public notifications. All we relied on was a homeowners group and any news they received. The group told us that there was a gas leak somewhere that they smelled, and we were told not to turn on the gas for anything in case there was an explosion. Everyone was scared, even when we were told the gas smell was coming from China.
Janice is hoping the government will step in to assist people in the building whose apartments were severely affected by the typhoon because they currently have no way of being protected from the elements. And this isn't the first time the La Cité building has been affected by a typhoon. Janice estimates that around 5 years ago, a Typhoon Signal 8 also blew out many apartment windows, with no response from the developer or the government on future preventative measures.
Number one is that when this building was being constructed, there was no thought into how strong the window glass must be for an ocean-facing property. The glass needs to be stronger and more wind-resistant. There was not thought that Macau would experience typhoons of signal number 10 or 11. This is why there's a problem now. And number two, the government did not put in place any preventive measures from the previous typhoon disaster of this building.
With water supply only expected to return at around midnight and more heavy rain and wind coming within the week, Macau is on a time crunch to secure its footing before being hit again. As a netizen put it, it would seem that for a city that never sleeps, yesterday Macau was put to rest, albeit momentarily.